interview process was really smooth and was really great at some areas as well, right from the onboarding, the initial contact and scheduling of the interview.
The entire process got done under 2 weeks, where I was traveling and I was constantly asking, I was in constant touch with recruiters who were helping me adjust the timelines with the interviewers, which I was not expecting. And to be so flexible, comfortable with the candidate, that gives me an idea that how the team is.
I never felt it was an interview. I felt like it was similar to have a conversation with a friend over a coffee. Hey, dude, this is what is happening. How can I solve it? But this will happen if you suggest this. What can be the other alternatives? What can be the architectural decisions? What can be the architectural trade-off that you're making? So those kind of discussion happen, and that's how it went.
The interview process was mainly towards practical things rather than theoretical knowledge. Like it was more of a discussion round, you can say. The interviewer asked me a couple of scenarios, and I have to give out my inputs on that. And yeah, that was really helpful to me also, because I got to learn about some new things in the interview process.
They were checking my troubleshooting, my solutioning more than if I can write some algorithm or not. Those are the skills that we can acquire over time. But what they wanted to see is how I approach the problems and do I have the knowledge of this domain or not.
Often during my interviews, I was asked very scenario-based specific questions, which would test my ability that have I done specific engineering challenges or tasks. So I think this was a good test of knowledge.
Instead of just having a technical outcome, see what the business wants, and that's something I'm also learning, and that was a feedback given to me, and I really appreciate that. Whenever you prepare for this interview, try to think out of the box. What can be the trade-offs that you are making? Because sometimes simple solutions are difficult to implement, and it really shows whether you have really worked on it or not, or given a thought to any negative side of the thing that you are going to suggest. So I would say just think through the entire process.
One2N has been a great place of influence where learning and production experience meets hands-on. So I feel if anybody who loves taking on problem solving and working with production engineering setups in real time, it's a great place to be in. And looking at the founders who themselves go hands-on, it's a good sense of reassurance that everybody works together. So this has been my point of liking.
If you want to join One2N, be ready to learn and grow. The job is not, I'll say, a cakewalk, but at the same time, it is very fun. If you have it, what it takes to be an SRE, you will flourish in this role.